In the city of champions exists a community of achievers, the Muslim community of Edmonton. The achievements we see today in this beautiful city are due to the blessings of God and the dedication and hard work of the Muslim community over many decades.
The Al-Rashid Mosque is an important symbol to the Muslim community and to Canadians at large. It's a manifestation of Muslims being a part of Canada for many, many decades. And it is preserved in Fort Edmonton Park in memory of that history.
In the late 1800s, a group of immigrants set sail to a land where no Muslim had settled before. They arrived on the eastern shores of Canada, while others traveled to the United States or Mexico. With them arose a dream in seeking opportunities for economic prosperity. Most established was a close-knit community in Edmonton, Alberta. Many of them were industrious pioneers who became fur traders and peddlers and traveled through urban and rural areas. With steadfast determination and hard work, the Muslims contributed significantly to nearly every facet of the Canadian society. Between 1935 and 1936, the sense of unity and desire to lead an Islamic way of life led a small group of Muslims to establish the first mosque in Canada in the city of Edmonton. The mayor of Edmonton, John Fry, was approached by a group of Muslim women for a plot of land on which a mosque could be built for the growing Muslim community. During the period of the Great Depression, 2 pieces of land were purchased for $550. This investment was the first step to building a house of worship for the Muslim community in Edmonton. In 1938, the grand opening of the Al-Rashid Mosque took place, and the celebration was attended by well-known Muslim scholars and dignitaries. Najib Ali, who arrived in Canada in 1904 and settled in Edmonton by 1936, became Al-Rashid's first Imam. Abdullah Yusuf Ali, whose English translation of the Quran is one of the most widely known and used in the world, was present for the opening of the original Al-Rashid. On December 12, 1938, Ali presented the keys for the Al-Rashid Mosque to its first president, Darwish Taha. Ali Tarabain, one of the original pioneers, passed away on the same day as the opening of Al-Rashid, and he was the first Muslim to be buried in Edmonton. Years later, the city of Edmonton approached the community of Al-Rashid proposing to move the mosque next to the Royal Alexandra Hospital. The moving of the mosque from its current location would allow the expansion of Victoria High School. The Al-Rashid became a center of attraction for Muslim immigrants from all over the world. They would hear about a mosque in Edmonton and its friendly community and wanted to become a part of it. Among the many early programs that were developed at the mosque, the Al-Rashid Sunday School became one of the oldest and most important programs in Edmonton for the Muslim youth. 1963 marked Al-Rashid's 25th anniversary, and the Friday prayer at that time was highlighted with the visit of the highly esteemed Muslim scholar Muhammad Abdul Alim Siddiqui. Another frequent visitor is Imam Hamouda Abdul Ati, who is famous for his book, Islam in Focus, most widely distributed introductory book on Islam in the English language. Later, Imam Abdul Ati served as Al-Rashid's official Imam. Al-Rashid became a center of business, worship, and gatherings for its people. The mosque was the center of religious and cultural activities. Such generosity and openness created a close-knit community that is still present in today's Muslim community of Edmonton. Over the next couple of decades, the little mosque on the prairie continued to be the center of community activity for Muslims of many nationalities. In the late 70s, the need for a bigger facility became apparent. Salim Ghanem, president of Al-Rashid at that time, and the Honorable Judge Edward Saidi, along with Atta Hai, the architect of the new Al-Rashid Mosque, formed a team that would inspire the design and construction for the new Al-Rashid Mosque. Atta Hai recalls his team to be very diligent and worked very hard to come up with a beautiful design for the new Al-Rashid Mosque. Many members of the community dedicated endless hours to the development of the new Al-Rashid Mosque. The groundbreaking and construction of the new Al-Rashid began in July of 1980. The dedication and determination of the community is shown through the impressive structure of the Al-Rashid Mosque. Like the original Al-Rashid, members of the new Al-Rashid worked hard in preserving the symbolic nature of the mosque by including the dome. As a crane gently lifted the dome to the top of the new Al-Rashid Mosque, a feeling of great pride spread throughout the Muslim community of Edmonton. In 1984, an important feature was built next to the Al-Rashid, the minaret. Shortly after the completion of construction, the new Al-Rashid Mosque opened its doors to programs and services for both the Muslim community and the city of Edmonton at large. A tremendous highlight for the community took place in 1984 with a special visit to the new Al-Rashid by boxing legend Muhammad Ali. The Al-Rashid Arabic Bilingual School immediately started after the opening of the Al-Rashid Mosque. Countless community members dedicated time to help start this program. It was the first of its kind in Alberta. Eventually, the Arabic Bilingual School was moved to Glengarry Elementary School. It was then expanded at Malmo Elementary School. As the Arabic Bilingual School moved, the Edmonton Islamic School would sprout its roots in the basement of the Al-Rashid Mosque. During the flourishing early years of the new mosque, the Muslim community was facing pressure to demolish the original Al-Rashid Mosque due to the expansion of Royal Alexandra Hospital. By 1992, after overcoming numerous challenges and obstacles, the Canadian Council of Muslim Women succeeded in preserving the old Al-Rashid Mosque at Fort Edmonton Park as an important piece of Edmonton's rich history and a lasting legacy of the great Muslim community in Edmonton. Today, any and all individuals are able to visit the historic building that was once used by the first pioneer Canadian Muslims. Richard Awad frequently meets with visitors to tell the story of the Al-Rashid. The Al-Rashid became not only a symbol of Canadian Muslim heritage, but it also became the center of the Muslim community of Edmonton. The past was legendary and the present is enduring, and the Al-Rashid has established itself as guidance for the future of the Edmonton Muslim community.